What's going on with your family? Welcome back to Cage TV. I go by the name King Howie. And let's get into this shit. Now that we are at the Eastern Conference Finals and the Western Conference Finals, the Milwaukee Bucks and the Toronto Raptors and the Golden State Warriors facing off against the Portland Trailblazers to see which two teams will make it to the NBA Finals. Let's start off with the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, regular season series, the Milwaukee Bucks won 3 out of 4 games, and I think Kawhi Leonard only played in the only game they beat the Milwaukee Bucks in. That game, Kawhi Leonard had 30 points and Pascal Siakam had 30 points, and they beat the Milwaukee Bucks. But other than that, the Milwaukee Bucks have been owning them. Has owned the Toronto Raptors this year. In those 3 games that were played, I don't think Kawhi Leonard played those 3 games. I only think he played 1 game. But now that they're going to get a huge dosage of Kawhi Leonard this series, I could see this series going 7. Of course, I think the Milwaukee Bucks have the better team. We can't forget that Kyle Lowry has a thumb injury, along with Serge Ibaka getting hit in the forehead by Kawhi Leonard in the 76ers playoff series. And Milwaukee has Malcolm Brogdon back. So, and they don't have Pau Gasol. The Milwaukee Bucks are sitting Pau Gasol. I think this series goes 7. I want to see the Milwaukee Bucks win it. I think Giannis is just too much, man. Giannis is just too much. But I'm not gonna leave out the Toronto's Raptors defense, because when you have a guy like Kawhi Leonard that can play both ends of the floor exceptionally well, and a guy that just seems to always can set up his own shot. I think it goes 7 games, but I think Milwaukee is going to win this. Giannis, I just think Giannis is just too much to deal with. I don't know how many minutes Giannis is going to be playing, but it seemed like it's going to be a lot, knowing you have to deal with Kawhi Leonard. But with Malcolm Brogdon coming back, I think that helps out the Milwaukee Bucks a little bit more than what the Toronto Raptors have, especially knowing that Kyle Lowry is hurt. This guy just can't seem to escape injury when it comes to the playoffs. He just always seems to wind up getting hurt. And, it comes with his style of play. Lowry is dealing with a back injury that he should have had surgery on. He refuses to get the surgery, so he's playing through pain. And I think that's going to limit them a bit. But I'm excited to see this series go down. I think, of course, whoever gives up a win at home is, mainly the team that's pretty much going to be done and over with. But I could see this going 7 games all the way out. And I'm going to run with the Bucks. I think Milwaukee could go ahead and take it. As far as the Golden State Warriors, it's a lot here. Dame Lillard has been really efficient against the Golden State Warriors. He averaging like 28 points a game. They don't have Nurkic. He's out with a broken, I think it's a fibula or something like that. Fibula, tibia, something like that. He's out, so that's gonna open up the middle of the paint. I mean, you do have Cantor and Miles Leonard and Collins that can really make things happen, by stopping guys penetrating the paint. Also, Evan Turner, they finally let him They finally let him play. Last game, Evan Turner wasn't getting that much time, and he played well. He played well against the Denver Nuggets. The last the fourth quarter, he showed up. You know what I'm saying? He scored 9 points in the fourth quarter, which helped them get over the Denver Nuggets. So I think with with the level that Dame is playing at and C.J. McCullough, um, it's gonna be exciting to see those two go against Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. The best backcourt in the NBA. And then you got CJ and Dame. I think that's gonna be a great matchup. Of course, we all know that Kevin Durant won't be playing in the first game, and what we don't know is that this is the first time that the Portland Trailblazers will be playing against Boogie Cousins. Remember, Boogie been out whole year with the Achilles injury. And now this is the first time they're going to have to play against Boogie Cousins. I don't know how many minutes Boogie will play in the first game tonight. Knowing that he did have his quad roll up on him, I don't think it was that serious. Who knows? Kerr's going to have him on minutes restriction, so we're going to get a lot of Kevin Looney and oh my God, these dudes. We're going to get a lot of Kevin Looney. We're going to get a lot of Andre Iguodala, some Stevenson. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'll Lance Stevenson. What is his name? The other light-skinned cat. Forget his name. Livingston. I forget his name, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Can't think of his name right now. Of course, you're going to get a heavy dosage of Draymond Green, who's been playing exceptionally well as far as, making sure that the ball stays moving on the offensive side of the court. And on the defensive side, Draymond has been playing exceptionally well. He's been anchoring the defense. He's going to have to do a little bit more tonight, knowing that they don't have Kevin Durant, who is the main X factor for this team. Well, not going to say the main X factor, but one of the biggest X factors for the Golden State Warriors. And Steph Curry is going to have to show up. Playoff Steph Curry is not that great, but he does have great moments in the playoffs, like he did the last game against the Houston Rockets. I was happy to see the Rockets lose, but Steph is going to have to be the man. And I think this is a great matchup. Him going against Dame, and we gonna see. So we got two great matchups going on right now in the conference finals. I'm gonna be highly tuned in to see what happens in these games. Like I said, my pick was always gonna be Golden State going to the finals, but it's a toss up with Milwaukee and the Raptors. I did pick them to be two of the teams that I could see potentially playing against the Golden State Warriors. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we know Kawhi Leonard should be playing with a chip on his shoulder after what Zaza Pachulia did to him when they squared off against the Warriors. Was that the Western Conference Finals? No, it wasn't the Western Conference Finals when he got. Was it the Western Conference Finals? I'm not sure, but we know that Kawhi got hurt in that game when he was playing for the Spurs. The Raptors are going to have to match the intensity of Giannis. Giannis, it just seems like the more and more as the game gets played out, the more and more aggressive Giannis is going to get. Yeah, they're going to have to double team Giannis, man. They're going to have to really double team Giannis, try to get him to commit turnovers. I recommend that y'all watch Kobe's details on Giannis so you could really see where Giannis' flaws are, as far as him being out of position, him not making a right pass or not passing the ball at all, him playing 5-on-1. Kobe really broke it down. So, of course, I'm going with Golden State. And I think the Milwaukee Bucks, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Toronto Raptors wind up winning it in 7 games and going off the face against the Golden State Warriors. I know if that happens, I wouldn't want to be Popovich or DeMar DeRozan. I'll tell you that much. I wouldn't want to be them. So this is where this is where the playoffs are going to get good. I mean, we had to get rid of all of the riffraff, you know, before this moment in the NBA. So y'all let me know who y'all feel is going to the finals out of these four teams, and who y'all think the finals MVP is going to be. It's your man King Howie. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, share, and I'll holla at y'all.